Barakate Hawa, Barakate Haushai, Barakate Hawa, Barakate Haushai, Kal Halalam La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim who are sincerely pushing this truth with all honesty, and on to the rest of the 1/3, the men, women, and children whom the Lord have preordained and predestinated to receive mercy in these last days and to be delivered and be a part of that first resurrection through the mercy that is in Yahushai through his sacrifice, for the elect, for that remnant. All right. This lesson is going to be based upon this quote that you see here on screen, right? And it's a quote from Seneca, who is a very renowned, Stoic, And the quote says, as you can see, I'm going to read it: "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. All right? So we are in the midst of entering into the time of Jacob's trouble. More and more we can see, the path narrowing and getting straighter, and more difficult. We as the men of the Lord have to prepare our spirits, prepare our minds, for that day, right? And that's really what I wanted to get into, in this lesson, right? So let me just go here. We're going to start at Ecclesiasticus Chapter 2, right? And it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Meaning, you should anticipate troubles, just like the quote just said, right? You have to anticipate troubles. When you come to serve the Lord, best believe you're going to be tried, right? Your integrity will be tried. Your patience will be tried. The manner of man you are will be tried. You will be tempted, right? So if you anticipate troubles, right, as the quote says, you take away their power when they arrive, because you've already prepared your heart for it. You've already stored up spiritual ammo, right, so that you can deal with it when it comes. It said, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end," right? Which ultimately the last end is what? Is to receive a crown of life from Yahushua himself. "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art tried to a low estate." It says take it cheerfully. If you take troubles cheerfully, you've taken away their power. Just like the quote said, All right? If you anticipate troubles, when they arrive, you've already taken away their power. You take it cheerfully when it arrives. Why? Because you know that gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know that this is for your benefit, ultimately, All right? "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him." If you have that unmovable, unwavering faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that he will deliver thee, right, then trouble has no power over you. You will be like the 3 Hebrew boys who confidently stepped into the furnace, because they knew that the Lord will either deliver them, right, or they would still stand up stiffly for the name of the Lord. You have to have that faith, that unwavering, unmovable faith in the Lord, right? Let's jump to our next precept. This is Proverbs Chapter 22, and I'll read from verse 3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself." Yeah, if you're prudent, meaning you're careful, right, you will foresee the evil times that are coming, and you will hide yourself. What does it mean by hide yourself in this context? Hide yourself in the truth. Hide yourself in the presence of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? So that when that day comes, you have stored up enough spiritual ammo, right, and enough spiritual armor, right, to get through that day, right? But the simple pass on and are punished. The simple don't take any thought for tomorrow, right? In the sense that they don't foresee the evil times. They can only see what's right in front of their faces, what they go through day by day, thinking that this type of system, this society will always continue, because it always has. for as long as they can remember, or their forefathers can remember. Right? This is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, you who are in the know. Right? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, meaning they have not anticipated the troubles, they are saying peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief, because we have anticipated and we are anticipating that day. And we are preparing our hearts and our spirits for that day. Right? Or at least you should be, you know. It says, ye are all the children of the light, which is this truth, you know, Yahweh Shai himself, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right? Jumping now to Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. Right? And the heading of this section, as you can see, says, be ready for his coming. Anticipate his coming. Right? If we want to use the words, you know, of the quote. You know, let me read it again. It says, the man who has anticipated the coming of troubles, right, takes away their power when they arrive. Right? Let's get to the precept. It says, watch ye therefore, Matthew 24 verse 42, watch ye therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Meaning, if he had anticipated the trouble of the thief coming into his house, right, he would have taken away the thief's power, because what? His house would not be broken into. He could have defended his house. Right? It says, therefore be also ready. Right? Be anticipating, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Right? We're going to wrap things up here with Luke chapter 21 verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts, meaning your mind, right, the seat of emotions and thoughts and passions, right, lest at any time your mind or your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, which is excess, and drunkenness, and the cares of this life, which that word cares go back to the worries, the anxieties of this life, so that they come upon you unawares. You stopped anticipating the trouble, right, and you've become distracted. So that day comes now on you unawares, and it has power over you and ultimately destroys you. It says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the earth. Watch ye therefore, anticipate, and what? And pray always. And the prayer goes into what? Into that spiritual preparation, shoring up the spiritual ammo and the spiritual armor, praying always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape those things that shall come to pass, to escape the trouble that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Right? So that's pretty much what I want to bring out. I'm going to read the quote one last time. It says, from Seneca, the man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. Give me the spirit to this lesson. Shalom Akim.